Marisol.
Yo soy Denise. And I'm Marilyn. And yes, we are three Latinas in our 30s,
Woo.
navigating life, love, work, and everything in between, right here in the Bay Area.
We actually met working together at a nonprofit in San Francisco, doing the kind of work that we all love to do. Like, it fills our hearts and drains our souls at the same time. So. Two of us have since moved on.
Nosotras dos.
Pero mi querida
Marilyn
sigue luchando.
Gracias a Dios.
Exactly.
And honestly, that's what we're here today to talk about, is just our lovely friendships, to talk about, just community that you have, that you've built, how we built ours, and how we've still, after so many years, it's been like, what, I don't know, like more than 7 years.
It's been a while.
Yeah, and how we've just maintained it alive, thriving, even though we don't see each other, like every day. We live in different cities. And like why that matters to have community and friendships, especially just as, women of color, and how we're making it all work.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about how it started.
Yes,
right?
yes. We're like, taking it back and throwing it back to where it first started.
Throwback.
So as Mari mentioned, we all met at work, working together. An awkward time and some drama.
Let's talk about that.
Brainstorming earlier, or remembering back earlier, we were discussing one individual in particular. We won't name names.
Let's call them nonprofit Elon.
Yeah.
Nonprofit Elon.
Nonprofit Elon had a huge impact on all of our suffering.
And our trauma bond.
Yes. And we all have there's a special place in all of our hearts for that person.
Yeah.
Deep down in the bottom.
Que no me
Away with a
acuerdo.
key. Yeah.
I don't remember. Borren eso.
¿De quién estamos hablando?
Oh,
No, I know. I know, girl. I know who we're talking about.
Okay. I'm like,
She legit straight up whispered
I don't
the name. Like if the microphone isn't connected.
You're not going to say the name, right? But yeah, no, that is like the whole reason why it started our friendship. We were able to like trauma bond
over that person and other experiences.
Yes, definitely.
Everything
that has
not to mention the fact that we were literally working in downtown San Francisco.
Oh my gosh.
There was a whole lot of poop outside.
Yeah, it was a block from the Tenderloin.
There's a bunch of caca.
Civic Center, UN Plaza, a lot of popo.
Yeah.
A lot of caca.
But like literally a lot of popo and a lot of popo.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like every day, like dodging.
It was scary. It was
gotta watch
scary.
where you're gonna
Yeah, but it was also adventurous.
They had the farmer's market.
Yeah,
The farmer's
farmer's
market.
market.
The pupusas every Wednesday.
Yeah,
the
expensive
Super expensive. Those are like $6 pupusas today.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Oh snap.
Yeah, right. I know. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. No, we went to the farmer's market there. Oh my gosh, I can't remember how long ago. Maybe like 2-3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the pupusa lady there, but the hummus guy was there.
Oh, I love
the pastries in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
The pastries in the morning. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Bay Area living, man.
Yeah.
No, San Francisco. As we continue this conversation and reminisce on our good old Civic Center times, Marilyn, when she would fall asleep on the BART, and then she would come in like 20 minutes later, like, I fell asleep!
I fell asleep, y'all, and I woke up in Balboa Park. Yeah, so having the longest commute coming from Pittsburgh to Civic Center, it was a shot on the yellow line, and I would have a neck pillow like the ones you use at the airplane. And I would always get a window seat because I was starting at the front of the commute line, and I would just pass out for an hour. And typically I would wake up at the Embarcadero station, and then my exit would be 3 stops, coming up. And sometimes I would just be so tired, and I would wake up in the Mission. I would wake up at Balboa Park. I think the farthest I went was maybe San Bruno.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Insert a BART map so that you can
Yes,
see.
I will.
Yes.
I will insert a
How
BART map.
far I was going down.
How deep she was in.
Well, and then
freaking
at the
sleep.
time,
Yeah.
you were so you still live in Pittsburgh.
Still live
right?
in Pittsburgh.
And then the BART, was it in Pittsburgh or no?
There was no Antioch extension
oh,
yet.
okay, but you were still driving to like Walnut Creek.
No, I would
or-
drive either to Bay Point Station or to North Concord Station.
Oh.
So the first two stations before they added the Pittsburgh Center and Antioch stops.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's so wild. I remember when I interviewed for the job, Marilyn was one
Yeah.
of the interviewers, and when she told me that she lived in Pittsburgh, and I was like, "Dang girl, why are you coming all
Yeah.
the way?" I was complaining. It's like
Yeah.
complaining coming from El Cerrito.
Yeah, but like it was good for me because I am able to sleep on the train, and there's so many people that are like, "Ay no, guacala, yo no quiero dormir en el bar," and I'm like,
Mi Marilita
Wow,
trae su
very
cobija,
nice.
su
No,
pelo,
no,
y todo.
Lista para Oh, before we continue, like as we get to know, as you get to know your amigas, real quickly, I just want to note that Marilyn and I are both Leos.
Yes.
And Denise.
I'm a Pisces. Agua y fuego.
Sí.
Super intenso. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to put in the time that you were born and like where you were born, so that it outlines your birth chart.
So
And
you
so
would do
then
that for yourself and for your significant
Well,
other?
you do it for yourself, and then if they download the app, then they
Then you
have
have
it
your
on there,
friends.
and they put it up, so then you can
Oh, okay.
you can see the synchronicity in your
Yeah.
friendship and
'Cause I
like
think
Or
you did
future
mine- I think
relationship.
you did mine like on just like some regular
yeah,
Google, no
I
sé.
use- ¿Cómo se llama?
algo así.
It's on my phone that's being
Yeah.
used to record.
Yeah.
App, the co-star.
Oh yeah.
Y ahí me tienes ahí.
No.
I think every like tried relationship I've ever had, I was like, you need to download co-star to see if we're compatible.
Oh,
no.
is that what it is?
Nope, never mind.
Well, Co-star, if you're listeing to us, like
Sponsor us.
Yeah.
Your amigas.
Yes.
We got you.
Yeah. For the amigas watching, put your birthdays in the comment section.
Yes.
Oh yes,
Which
yes.
sign?
So then I can go ahead and do your birth chart. Or if you already know your birth chart, your star, it's like sun, moon, rising. If you already know,
Put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments.
We want to know
Yeah.
our amigas that are watching us.
Okay. Well, this brings us over to our next segment over the evolution of friendships.
Yes.
And like I think there's a myth that comes with adult friendships, right? Like they're hard to keep. I think you had mentioned something else about this, right? Like.
That they're
Not necessarily hard to keep, but like
yeah. So then, why it's so important for us to have friends and our friendships and just like create a community that's outside of family, and like just why is that so important?
Yeah.
I think personally for me growing up, sometimes it was very much like just us, and it was very like, oh, it's just us four, and then bringing friends around wasn't like the norm. It's just like, oh, you can't trust like fulanita over here. Be careful with like what you share and stuff. And I was always so like, oh, I love my friends, which I still am, and I'm so grateful that I didn't get to like adopt that mentality, because I think my friendships are everything to me. I don't know what I would have done in like a lot of moments. Just like, going through like anxiety, everything like in the world, like job loss, breakups, heartaches, lo que sea, going like if you're just with your family and then you're going through something with your family and you can't tell them. So it's just like going and having your friendships to, just know that they're there to support you. I think that's so important, and I love that I have that. So
I agree.
Yeah. Same. I think. Well, like with my parents, and it was just the three of us, and then my brother was born when I was 8, and my sister. It's quite the age gap. So like, I felt like it was always just me, and so I really relied on a lot of these my high school friendships and middle school friendships. But like my mom would always say stuff like, no, not even my mom, my dad too. Like growing up, my dad would say stuff like, ni confío en mi propia sombra, Porque nunca sabes lo que va a hacer la gente when there's greed, like, which we can see now how crazy greed is and why you don't really trust a lot of people, or why they would feel that way.
Friends and comadres and all of that. So growing up, and still to this day, like, she has a lot of amistades, and that's where I find the value in friendships outside of family. I love my cousins. I love all of my cousins from my dad's side that are here, especially the ones that are in the Bay Area that I get to see often.
Oh, yeah, they're amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You've met my cousins.
Yeah.
Shout out to the primas. But it's so important to have, friendships outside of that, because, whenever your family isn't available to come through for you, your friends do. And your friends know so many sides of you that oftentimes your family doesn't get to see, because it's like you can only show so much sometimes. And that's why, like, just, having these friendships and having these, like, you two are adult friends that have come out of working at this nonprofit. And I honestly can say that this nonprofit that I'm grateful to currently be working at has given me some of my best adult friendships. You two and many other amigas that I have gotten from working at this organization.
Yeah, you're really close with some people.
Yeah, like
that we
Alexa
didn't even
and
get to meet.
Zazen, you two, and still, like, others that have left, like, we all still love each other so much, and, like, we grew to know each other and love each other so much from working together at this amazing nonprofit. Through trauma bonding or not, or just, like, doing the work for our community, for La Raza. But it's just, like, you are just so valuable to me, and to be able to cultivate that and have that, I think it's just beautiful. And I'm so grateful for you.
Well, the whole water situation.
No, but I agree. I think it's like, maybe with your family, like, sure, you can, like, bond over family stuff, but nosotras, like, we pretty much, like, studied, like, similar things. We have shared values, shared interests, and then we ended up, like, choosing the same nonprofit.
¿Cómo fue que todas dimos a donde mismo?
Exacto.
Like, what are the chances of that? Because, because it's like, it's so important to us.
And we were a small nonprofit. Yeah, back then it was
about maybe a dozen. And you know what? One thing that just came, I don't know why this came to mind, but one thing that I'll never forget, and now I do this because of Mari. Whenever she would go to the bathroom to go number 2 to have, a bowel movement, she would grab the little trash can and put her feet on the trash can to elevate the knees and help the bowel movement come better. And I just
that's why she still has it in her bathroom.
I got a squatty potty in the bathroom.
I never knew that, and now, like, when we went to our trip to Costa Rica and we were having problems with going caca, because when you go on vacation,
you're welcome.
Yeah, when you go on vacation, your bowel movements are very irregular.
Yeah.
So we would be, and to this day, I'm like.
But you know what you could also do if no tienes algo? Just cross your legs. Just
like this?
Yeah, just cross your legs. I'll be giving pointers.
I know.
Yeah, I judged my cousin for it. I was like, okay, muy, like, sophisticated. Wow, está haciendo números.
Estoy cagando tan sofisticada.
I know, right? Bien fifi. Haciendo número 2. But I swear to you, I tried it. I was like, oh my goodness, just try it. Just try it, and then put in the comments.
But it's
and let me know where were you.
These are life lessons that are so valuable to your physical well-being.
Your
that I wouldn't have known. Who was gonna tell me that I gotta put my feet up to have a nice bowel movement? Mari was the one to tell me that.
I really have no problem talking about bowel movements.
Same.
In fact,
me either. I love
it.
The worse your bowel movements, the more I'm interested in listening to you.
Like, don't talk to me about, like, little small talk or anything. Just
Dime cómo está tu caca.
How many times a day do you have bowel movement? Yes.
Dude, we talked about colonoscopies all of the time.
Yes. That's the main referrals that we receive at our nonprofit.
The nonprofit
referrals for colonoscopies.
Yeah. So we really have no problem talking about food.
Yeah.
No filters, sin filtro.
So important. Gut health.
Well, honestly,
get screened.
it's like taboo. Yes,
Yeah,
get
get
screened.
screened.
Because, like even more, get screened.
Yeah.
Just get screened,
Just
please.
get screened.
It's preventable if you get screened.
Exactly.
Okay, so.
Don't wait until you're 60. Don't
No.
get screened now.
Yeah.
Yes. Please.
And if there's cancer in your family,
Yes.
even more. Do it even more.
Yes.
Yeah, well, like I was saying earlier, like coming from an immigrant family, like my family was just like very like about it and like más like unidos.
Yeah.
And I just know that like majority of my friendships have always been like harder to maintain because of that mentality. Like from I just remember when I was a kid, like para pedirle permiso a mi mamá to go out anywhere would be like I don't know,
Yeah.
like you just had to do like extra work for
Yeah.
her.
To
And
make it be
even
okay.
then,
To justify.
yeah, like to be allowed to go out.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, now my siblings just go out, but like,
Yeah.
And
when
you're
I
like,
was
wow,
for
must be
them.
nice.
yeah, it was super different because I'm the oldest, so like they were like extra protected. I'm the oldest, and you know, immigrants were the first ones here, so it's just
Yeah.
like extra protective, and so, like I've always been very athletic, and I mean I love playing sports, and I love playing soccer,
Yeah.
and when I was a kid, I used to be involved in so many sports, but I just remember like letting a lot of my teammates down because my parents like wouldn't let me go to games.
Yeah. So you couldn't make it.
Yeah,
you couldn't show
exactly.
up.
And it's like, yes, I have like cultivated all of these friendships with like a lot of like my soccer teammates and like other mates from other places, but it's always like so hard to maintain because of, like, so I always feel like because of that, like my friendships could be stronger, like I could be spending more time with more people, and I don't.
Yeah.
Like I like,
Yeah.
but I mean, as long as I have friends that like maintain like an understanding of the space and that I'm weird and like
Yeah.
sometimes like need that like extra like steps to come out,
Yeah.
you know,
Or us coming over.
or yeah, this is my house.
Yeah. We drove here.
They drove here. I also don't have a car right now.
Well, I drove to Maryland's and then Maryland and I came here. So we're
I'm
like,
grateful
no,
for you guys.
Of course.
for
Thank
driving
you for
over.
having
Thank you so
us.
much. Yeah. And you know, I really try my hardest. It's just like really hard for me. Like, and it's just really like overthinking a lot of
Yeah.
things. I don't even know. I'm overthinking it right now. Like, it just
Yeah.
like, you know, it happens, and yeah, then I'm just like weird.
And that's
Like,
okay. It's okay,
Um,
but it's so important that you know, because of your interests and your hobbies and all of that, it leads you to have these friendships.
yeah, and I think you like mentioned something about like cousins earlier and like, you know, having your family,
Mhm.
and it was like so wild because like I did not have any of it. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Like both of my
Yeah.
parents, their families are in Mexico,
Yeah.
and like I literally just met
Yeah.
all of my family last year.
Yeah.
Y Dios mío.
Yeah.
Son un chingo.
Yeah.
No, un chingo. Primero son un chingo. Y luego segundo it's a matriarch, like puras mujeres. Like,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's so wild. Like, my mom is always like the one defending us, and it was such a trip to see her, like, be a baby, because my mom is the baby. I'm the oldest daughter of the baby in the family. Like, she's the youngest female, and so when she came, like, no hacía nada, like nada. Sus hermanas would just, or like my tías would be like,
Yeah.
no, you know, tú siéntate, tú haces esto, tú haces esto. Like, it was just like,
You saw her. in a
yeah, it
completely
was such a
different light.
trip. Yeah, it was such a trip. Because we don't have that here,
Yeah.
like never. And my mom is like one of the people que te dice, oh, las amigas para qué, pero like is like so loyal to her friends, right? Like,
Hell yeah.
and like needs her friends, like
Yeah.
ni nos pela a veces porque
Yeah,
está
she's
con
like,
sus
"Estoy con mi
amigas".
amiga.
Yeah, mamá, ¿dónde está en la iglesia con mi amiga?
Yeah.
But yeah, like you know, she's like super loyal to her friends, and so like she's the one that like sticks up for them, and so I've always like seen that in my mom, and so I like definitely get that from her, and so like
Yeah, you
to
definitely
see
are
her
like
be a baby like was a trip because like yeah, like you know, I definitely am like my mom, and so my mom's like this like powerhead, and like to see her be taken care of, I'm just like, what about me? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not the oldest. I mean, I'm not the youngest. I'm the oldest. Nobody's
Oh.
taking I've always been the oldest in my mom's friends group. Like so I not only take care of my siblings, but I also like take care of my cousins. who,
Yeah.
like on my dad's side, who like were younger than me. Take care of my mom's friends who were all younger than me, and so it's like yeah, I was just like, who takes care of me?
Yeah.
Like, and it was.
Girl, I still feel that.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I'm also the
You're also
oldest.
the oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Did
like,
you feel taken care of when you were in Mexico visiting?
well,
Like the way that your mom was being taken care of because she was the little baby?
kind of, but it's so hard for me to accept people, even though I want it. Like, it's really hard for me.
Yeah.
Is that an older child syndrome?
I don't
Because
fucking
I'm
know.
the baby and
Maybe.
you can take care of me all fucking
So, like,
day.
mis tías, you know, like, they're like, mija, te hago esto, te hago esto. They're like, no, tía, no, déjale ayudo. Like,
Yeah,
like,
no te preocupes, I already got it.
Like, I
Like,
can't see
yo
my...
Yeah.
te ayudo a ti.
Yeah, like,
That's so sweet.
especially, like, I think of, like,
It's
okay,
sweet,
mis
but it's
tías-
also exhausting.
exhausting.
And then
Yeah.
emotionally, like, it's
so
it really,
draining.
like, gets
Yeah.
to you. Because then cuando sí lo necesitas,
Yeah.
then you're just like, oh my gosh, like, nobody's here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I have to do it.
Yeah.
Or then you feel, like, almost guilty.
Yeah.
And you can't even really enjoy it when someone's actually, like, trying to take
care
of you.
Yeah, exactly.
It almost feels like, no, like, no me merezco esto, or, like, it's just so foreign,
Yeah.
and you try to minimize it by, like, oh, está bien, or just, like, una risa, or jajaja,
Yeah,
laugh at my
exactly.
pain type of thing, you know, but, like,
Aw.
and then you just, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, that's hella
Yeah.
funny. That's why I don't like to cook. I'll cook out of, like, because I have to, but I think because
Out of
it's not
survival.
out of survival, okay? I can make myself some rice and some chicken, okay? No, but my mom
Yeah.
growing up, she was like, no, like, mejor hace para allá, or you take too long, or estorbas, and everything, and I'm like, fuck.
No, and my problem was that my mom always catered to me, and that was the downfall. Is that she
Oh, yeah,
took,
she still
took
does.
such good
Yeah.
care of me,
She still
and
does.
you know, and it's just like, you know, and it's so funny. I just thought of a question that I asked at one of our opening activities at staff meeting, and it was, would you rather have a personal chef or a personal maid?
Oh, chef.
And I said a personal chef because I'll clean anything you want. After my chef cooks, I'll clean. And one of my coworkers, he goes, what are you talking about? You have a personal chef. And I'm like, oh my God. And it's so funny because as soon as that staff meeting ended, my mom comes in with my breakfast.
Everyone's like, we see her in the freaking bag.
Yes, like, God, please, Dios guarda mi madre. Oh,
Yeah,
Lord,
parents
I
are
love
so
her to
sweet,
death.
yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
That's my person. That's why I'm 33 and I still live with my mom. She cooks for me. I clean, but she cooks for me.
I would too. At that point, that's your
Right?
personal
she
chef.
cooks. Yeah. Hell yeah. No.
Ahí sí no me
Bless my
quejo.
mother. Bless all our mothers.
Yeah, for real. So,
That's why you need friends outside of
That's
family.
Exactly.
it's a totally different experience on my end because, like I said, I'm the oldest,
Yeah.
and there's quite the age gap with my siblings. My
Mhm.
mom literally had a child every decade. I was born in the 80s, my brother in the 90s, my other sister into 2000s, and then
The
the
other
youngest one in 2010.
yeah.
And so like to me they're like my children, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and so my mom would never be like, salte de mi cocina. Like, solamente me decía salte de mi cocina if she was like mad at me because I like got an F or like you know, like stuff like that. But
You were always
otherwise,
welcome in her kitchen.
because I was her helper. Like, and like I don't know if I've ever cooked anything for y'all, but like I mean I don't know.
But
Moi-
if you want to,
Moi
we're
can-
more than open.
Moi can
We're
tell you,
happy.
I feel like I am
I'll
like
wash the shit out of these dishes.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like a really good like chef. Like I
Hell
feel like
yeah.
I make some bomb ass Mexican food, and like
I'm so excited.
I feel like my mother-in-law makes fun of my wife because she's like, "Oh, you've gotten so chubby because you eat Mexican food all the time."
Because Marty ain't making these Asian dishes.
No.
No, I'm not.
No, but I feel like Asian cuisine and Mexican cuisine is similar in terms of like it's not like a Mediterranean diet. Like it's very protein heavy and carb heavy.
El caldo.
Yeah, the
Like,
caldos like the
But I
the
feel like
broths
ours
and
is way heavier.
everything. Yeah. Our gastronomia
Wait, dude, we have
is-
tortillas with everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, pan. Bueno,
el
bolillo.
pan, tortilla pan, yeah, no,
Yeah,
the bolillo,
so
I
your
can't,
carb
pan
is
I
always
can't live
there.
without, like
Yeah.
at all, like
Yeah.
I can't, I love pan dulce, pan everything, pan this,
Yeah,
pan that,
same.
croissant, like.
Same.
Por eso I was
Pan
like,
pa'l susto.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so good for you.
It really is.
community.
Yes. Yes.
Just us growing up in the Bay Area. I grew up like in San Jose area. You grew up in East Bay. Oh, okay, Pittsburgh.
Oh, it was like,
Keyword, 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 keyword.
Oh, it's a P.
We also, you grew up in Palo Alto.
Peninsula,
in the
yeah,
EPA.
East
We
Hall.
were close.
From East Cocoa County.
And I'm from the peninsula.
And we all met in San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
So,
And we all commuted on BART.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, so I grew up in East Palo Alto, but now I live in Richmond. But
yeah.
I
Cocoa
lived,
County.
Yeah, in Cocoa County. But like since I moved to the East Bay, I've lived Cocoa and Alameda County. Because
Yeah.
I go from Richmond to Oakland, Richmond to Oakland. So, you know, you can get the girl out of one hood and then just put her in another hood.
Just
Two
run
other
different
hoods.
hoods.
Yeah. Here we are.
Here we are.
No,
Bay
but
Area repping,
we love the Bay Area. Ain't nothing like a Bay Area us. Just about growing up in the Bay Area, I think it's so beautiful and just unique experience, very diverse, and just us vibing with our communities and just especially being like women of color. I just think it's great that we were able to like be brought up in such a diverse community.
Yeah. And it's just so unfortunate how with a growing Bay Area comes gentrification.
Yeah.
It's devastating to see the cost of living is crazy, you know, in the Bay Area, but it's still beautiful. It's still beautiful despite all of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that so my wife is from LA and we go down often. But honestly, I feel like the view that the Bay Area gives you every time, like, just literally takes your breath away. Like, just there's no other place like it.
No.
Especially during any like sunset or sunrise over any of the bridges. It's like one of a kind.
Yeah.
And it's so devastating, like especially for my community in East Palo Alto, located, this is Otis, it's located right next to Facebook, like right in between like Facebook, Google, like PayPal, like all of those are within that area. And Facebook in particular has purchased a lot of the land in the East Palo Alto Menlo Park area for employee housing. And so then you start seeing a shift in the people that you see in the community, right? And so like
they don't look like us no more.
They don't look like us anymore, and on top of that, they're calling the cops on us. Like, you know, like it's like
we still live here.
Yeah, it's like, well, we were here before you got here.
We were here first.
Like, I don't know, like why, like you feel so unsafe. Like no one, like it's just been really interesting to see that shift.
Events like that, I think that's like super important for us to still feel connected and feel like we're still part of it.
And we have that. We have that in a lot of
different
places
spaces.
in like throughout the Bay Area. You know, like remember when we all went out we all went out to Manny's after work. And at Manny's it's like a community space / cafe. And it was like in the Mission.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In the Mission District, and it was like a Latinas and nonprofits event.
I remember.
And like a bunch of us Latinas from work, like after work we went. Like, you know, there are those different spaces here, you know, and that's beautiful, and it's also unfortunate to see what the growth brings.
And who takes up those spaces, right? Like, or like, I do remember that there was more, and maybe it's just because I'm not working in the city anymore, and just like for Bay Area lingo, the city stands for San Francisco. Like I don't know if it's because I don't work there anymore, but I just don't feel like there's a lot of that, like, unless you go out and search for it. Like that whole like community, it's not easily projected or you can't easily search for it and then be like, oh look, there's like a queer Latinas meeting, or like there's Latinas and nonprofits, or there's it's so, I don't know, I feel like it's so much harder. I used queer as an example because I'm queer. However, I'm gonna take that back because I feel like the queer community actually does have like a lot of
outreach.
That goes that extends. However, I wish that like Latinas in leadership, like or like that they did a little bit more of that type of, you know, outreach and put on some, you know, payaso de rodeo or something. We're like connecting.
If you're a Latina in the Bay Area doing something, let us know, because we want to go.
We want to be a part of that
Yes.
community. Like yeah, definitely. It's super, especially if it comes to like leadership stuff.
Yeah.
Like I think that all three of us are really good leaders. All
Yeah.
three of us bring really amazing ideas to the table, and so just to have the community that also helps uplift us, because I think that that's
Yes.
something, at least personally for me, I just feel kind of lost sometimes when it comes to that guidance, and then it's like we all have our bachelors. Like in addition to that, I have a master's, and like
I got a master's.
and like a small percentage of Latinas that have masters,
Yes.
and at the same time, it's really hard for me to feel like I'm accepted and welcomed in these public health spaces, because like most of them, the people don't look like me, and when I do gravitate to people, it's always the people that are brown, you know, and like that's what makes the work so much more meaningful, that like representation and having that. And like for the past, I don't know how many years, I worked in a space where like I went from a space that was like extremely diverse, open, like felt like I had people that I connected with, to, you know, not only was my previous job like an older generation, like a lot older, and it was completely different ethnic backgrounds. You know, two of them coming from privilege, and like me not at all. And like, yeah, just feeling like it didn't matter if I complained or not complained, but like if I like mentioned anything about my struggle, because it was just like not enough, I guess. It's just like, well, it doesn't matter. Like,
Get over
I
it.
struggle too.
Yeah.
We all struggle. Feeling like once you get a higher education, like that kind of diminishes a little bit.
You know,
Like,
yeah.
and so I just really like, maybe that's another episode that we can talk about.
Yeah.
It's like these spaces, right? But yeah, I feel like that was one of the hardest things for me in the moving from the work that we were doing, and I think it like all combines with like community gentrification and all of that, because like as a Latina with higher education, I felt like I was pulled into this job, but then once I was there, I just felt like I was very much the Latina.
Like that, you were like the token.
The token, like
like, look, we're diverse. We have a Latina.
Yeah.
Well, like
For the next segment.
So if you are listening and you have thought about another amiga and you want to share this, you know, or you're thinking about like your own communities, and like where your people are at, like maybe again with the whole gentrification and stuff, like, you know, maybe your friends, we're all moving, we used to all be so close, and now we're all getting pulled and pushed everywhere. So, you know, who have you thought about? Who are your people? Who makes you feel seen? Because I know I got my two people, and many other friendships that make me feel seen, and I think that's the most important thing when it comes to like friendships and communities, just like making sure that you feel seen, and just sharing like those resources, sharing where like your meetups are at, and it doesn't have to be big. It could be small and intimate, or puede ser grande. You know, we can work our way up there. But yeah, just these questions for you to ask.
Yeah, no, and if you're still building that circle, like, know that it's never too late to build that circle. Like I said, I'm like a really like awkward and weird person sometimes, and so really grateful that
Mari says that, but honestly,
You're
she's
so
not.
fun and chill and loving and so kind and caring. I'm like, awkward de donde?
No, I can be really awkward.
But who can't be awkward? I can be awkward.
I've never seen you be awkward.
Meeting new people too, I'm always just like, oh.
I think it's because we all just connect so well that it's like there is no awkwardness. Because I ain't never seen that side of you, girl.
Yeah, girl. Well, you know, now that I have this master's and I'm in these spaces, like, I'm really awkward. And I'm just like...
But that's also uncomfortable because it's just like we were saying. Like, those spaces, like, giving ourselves grace because we don't look like them. It's uncomfortable. Tenemos también, like, at least for me, like, yo pienso en español y también pienso en inglés, entonces me tartamudo. I'll switch back and forth with Spanglish, and then that makes me really nervous. And then, like, you know, being little, and then like they took away like our accent, and you have to freaking like no, say it like this, or like se me sale, and then all of a sudden I can't. Like, that makes me nervous. Oh my god, my accent came out. You know, it's just like little things that have been like instilled in us, in this, you know, country, and I just think going into like those spaces and like you feel isolated in a sense, like you feel like it's just me and like also you're a woman,
Yeah.
you know, like tanto like that women hold like and just like y una mujer empoderada educada, like you're going against all freaking norms.
Yes. It's so crazy. It's like una mujer educada, empoderada, right? Like you would think, I don't know, at least in my head, you would think like, yes, you're so empowered because of this brain knowledge, but somehow I feel like all that gaslighting from this, makes
where
you
you just
feel,
start doubting yourself.
like, ¿quién te crees? ¿Quién te crees que
Yes.
eres? Like, en este espacio, you know? Like
ha ha ha, how cute.
Yeah.
And then you should go work with, like, but they're Latino, so you should go work there because...
Or the whole calladita te ves más bonita.
Yes.
Like, it's just like, no.
It's so, like...
We are not calladitas around here.
No, we loud as fuck.
Yeah. Hella loud.
Gritonas y escandalosas hasta que nos escuchen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y chillonas. I mean, I will cry.
Chillonas.
I will cry until you feel it.
Right now! But yes, we have to start with a conversation. We have to start with an invitation, with a text. You know, just as Mari was saying earlier, with being like in your house, just with your pets, in tu sola, a text message, a conversation, an invitation. Do that. You know, sometimes our family's not available for us emotionally, physically, or even geographically, but we are.
Mm-hmm.
We're here. We're in this area. You know, we can come to you. You can come to us. Thank God in the Bay Area we have such great public transportation.
Yes.
You know, many methods of public transportation. We can get to each other. So do that. Take the step. You know, community is built one moment at a time.
Exactly. So before, so before we wrap up, I guess it's time for something fun. Some quick fire friendship questions.
Pregunta. Yo?
I guess
I'll
it's
be
like-
first, my bad.
Oh, that's me.
My bad.
Okay, what your favorite memory together?
Ooh, I really enjoy, like, of our work days, the baseball games.
Oh,
we
yeah.
get
There's
to
nothing
go to
like a
baseball,
Giants game. There's
We get to go to the Giants games for free in the nosebleeds.
Yes.
Because we had the nonprofit
discount.
free tickets.
Yeah. Well,
that was
yes.
fun.
Shout out to the San Francisco Giants. You want to sponsor us?
Get us free tickets. That's cool.
We're big fans.
Yes.
Yes. Lucille.
Yes. There we go.
But
that was one of my favorite memories.
I think Giants games are.
Yeah.
Not just Giants games, because I remember we also went to an Ace game.
Yes.
Or to
Yes.
R.I.P. The Coliseum is playing.
Marilyn ya se está tragando.
Not for me.
Oh man, no hemos comido y eso no es ocho. Oh, ¿qué iba a decir?
Tengo hambre.
Yeah, but a more recent memory of us together and how actually this whole podcast came to be.
Oh yeah, that's the best
is
one.
at Mari's little sister's quinceañera.
That quinceañera was.
That was a couple months ago.
The last quinceañera, the last child.
The last child
quinceañera.
quinceañera.
That was such a fun time, and that's really where this all came about.
The idea flourished.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite memory?
Your wedding, probably.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
yeah.
It has
Your wedding was so
that
fun.
one, and then your birthday.
Oh yeah, when I hosted a taquiza at my house.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I think that was really nice because I think I was still an intern.
Probably, yeah.
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 I
And
was
you
still
pulled
an
up with your
intern.
mama.
And I pulled up with my mama.
Yeah.
And then we went because I'm very much like, I'll show up.
Yeah.
Tú me dices,
That's
tú
one
me
thing
dices
about
salta, rana, yo salto.
Yes.
No, that's one thing
Yes.
about Denise that I really like wish I had a little bit more of.
Where I'm just like, all right.
Because like for me, it's always like 2 minutes before we have to leave, and I'm like, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Like, but it's just like I'm feeling awkward. Yeah, they're but yeah, that is one thing that I'm just like, man, Denise just like she like says she's gonna do something and she does it. Like,
definitely
Yeah,
does.
so it was already
I
after
admire that for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
No tengo nada más que hacer nada.
Yo tampoco y de todos modos estoy hablando.
Yeah.
No, but your wedding, like, and how much fun like we all had.
Oh yeah, that was so much fun.
Yeah, and then like being like there with your family and like celebrating like you
Oh,
two.
you guys,
That was so
yeah.
nice. I loved that.
For me, one of my favorite memories, and like we mentioned earlier, Marilyn and I are Leos, but also like half the office we're Leos.
Yeah,
Everybody that wants, apparently, it's because Leos have big hearts.
Yes.
So, like, we want to help.
We do.
So we all ended up at this nonprofit.
Yeah.
But one of the things that we did at this nonprofit is celebrate everybody's birthdays or their birthday months. And so the Leos, or not the Leos, because some of them were Virgos, but the August birthdays were always popping. Because there were so many August babies.
And then we would just make an outing out of it.
Yes. And because there were so many August birthdays, we would not work one day in August because of the August birthday celebration. So
we was out partying.
We were out partying, and we would go
karaoke.
So one of the things
golf.
so one of the things that we did to celebrate the birthdays is we would buy that birthday person lunch, and the whole staff would benefit from that as well.
Right.
We would all get free staff lunch, from the birthday person's favorite place.
Right.
But for the August people, because there were too many, you couldn't cater to them, so it was literally just a whole office outing, and I was the one that coordinated that shit. So it was, that stuff. So it was always some type of debauchery that we would do, and I loved going to the mini golf.
Yeah.
I think that was my favorite because some of us didn't know how to mini golf. I think it was you. I don't know who it was.
It was one of those, but one of the times that we went to karaoke.
Yeah, we went to karaoke.
And you sang a Selena song, and it was like a Selena
cumbia
and we were background dancers. Yeah, we were the background dancer. Cumbia Mamari was singing a Selena song. That was one of the outings as well. Yeah.
And that was an August birthday. That was August birthdays. So definitely missed those outings.
Yeah.
And in fact, every place that I work at, I always ask for their birthdays because of that reason. I don't know. I want to commemorate that, but it seems like other places don't.
Yeah, we were really lucky in that aspect where we had that opportunity.
Yeah. That was always really sweet.
And then we would just drink our wine.
And
we were just woo!
And now we have this.
Yeah.
As our favorite memories moving forward.
Definitely.
And thank you guys for bearing with us in our first podcast.
I know,
like
first
5 hours
episode,
long.
It's 5 hours long.
It
was very long.
2 days later.
The next question is, what's your go-to friend language? Is it food? Is it memes? Is it deep conversations? I think that my go-to is probably, I like deep conversations, and also communicating virtually when you can't be there together. It's through social media and memes or reels that are either trauma bonding or something funny that reminds me of you or something like that. And then when we are together, more profound, deep conversations is my friend love language, I think.
I'm definitely a quality time type of person. That's why I'll show up.
You make that time.
And I love quality time. I love putting our phones away and just the deep conversations, because I'm very emotional, and I'm very I don't know, I feel I don't want to have small talk. I actually want to get to know you on a deeper level, and I want to like bond over that. Or just listen to you where you're at, and I don't know, I just think that's more meaningful. Also, I'm a terrible texter. I won't text you, I forget, oops, my bad.
You do suck
I do. I will. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, me deja mid-conversation, so what happened?
Yeah.
Yo, se me olvidó. So I will tag you and stuff, or I'll send you funny things that remind me of you. So that's what I do to be I'm not gonna talk to you over text. Because I'm more of a quality time person. So yeah,
I would say same. And I think it's funny that you mentioned that you're a bad texter. Like I said, we're using my phone to record this, so I can't show you guys. But literally, I have 156 text messages.
No, Mari.
Insert screenshot of Mari's inbox.
Oh my gosh, no.
Oye, no me da ansiedad.
Eso sí me causa ansiedad. I'll open it, I just won't respond.
Creo que me deprimí mucho, but then there's just so much devastation all of the time that it was just too draining for me to even try. And like I said, I will take care of everybody. And so my capacity was only capable to take care of my siblings or my family and my wife. There's barely even a little bit of capacity to take care of myself. And so let alone to like respond to all these text messages, deal with other people's like stuff, like or it's just a lot. And then my sister's quinceañera was coming, and then like it was just like hard to connect, and so I could see the text messages. But I just wouldn't. And so now I'm just like, should I even respond? Some of these messages are from like 6 months ago.
Respond.
No, that's a lot of work already.
Respond. I'm over here preaching one text, one.
Oh my God!
And then Mari doesn't even answer the damn text message.
I will answer your Instagram message though.
No, you know what? Let's do a phone call.
Okay,
that show our age?
I love to talk on the phone.
I think that shows our age, though.
If you want to talk to Mari, call her.
Yeah. Or show up to her house like we do.
Pull up on her.
You know what?
I am very hard to love.
But then I think you're not.
No, you're not hard to love.
I think it's also just knowing like your people, and that's the nice thing about friendship, because it's like, again, we like connected on a deeper level. We know each other. Cada quien es diferente. I'm more of like the quality time. I'll show up, and then you prefer like people to show up, or like just don't text and I'm a bad texter, and you show up and you text and everything. So it's like your people and what
there's
they
never
need.
any hard feelings about that.
Yeah. Because imagine you get Mari isn't texting us back. And like,
Ya no la quiero.
When it's like you probably
I'm
have
like really
depressed. Hella stuff going on.
But then we don't even know.
I don't respond.
But that's if you need your time, but again, not taking it personal, and just when we catch up, and knowing and just being there for each other.
It's a
lot.
It's so much. Yeah.
It
is. Your text. I'm sorry. I really want to
do
reply.
Don't apologize. I think I was also on the way here. I had therapy today, so that's why I'm in a great mood now.
Shout out to Denise's therapy.
Love you. But she was so supportive. She was like, "You guys are good. It's gonna be great. Y'all are
Yes.
so
Aww.
great."
that.
Already with her blessings, but no, it's true. Like again, and she gave me. It's always like that validation where she's like, "There's a lot of shit going on in the world, and that affects us. Like, again, like somos Latinas." We come from like these backgrounds, and like that's a scary thing. So then all of a sudden, like you're feeling like all of the anxiety in your body, and not to mention that we've always grown up like taking care of like our families or taking care of other people, and then like eso también ya como like te abandonas in a sense, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I have to do this, I have to do that, and like action, and then feeling guilty if you don't like do certain things or you're not as involved. And it's exhausting. And then you have like family stuff going on, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like this is a lot, and we all just need to give ourselves like grace and not apologize. Because I just don't think that like you're the only one, I'm not the only one, you're not the only one going through these things. I think that's like the nice thing, that we can have these conversations and make ourselves like remind ourselves that no estamos solas. And that's why like I always love talking to you both.
I guess I have a question too, but I guess what's something that we each bring to this friendship? I'll start. I talk a lot.
Mari, you bring so much more than just talking a lot.
Keep the conversation going, you know?
I bring that I'm almost down now.
Yes.
And I think I'm very loyal to like my friends. I think I'll show up for you, like whatever it is that you need, and you're like, hey, like necesito que vengas. O sea, that's what I say. I'm like, si yo puedo, like yo voy. I don't care if I'm driving 2 hours, lo que sea, like I'll show up for you. So I think that's
definitely true.
I need that, like, or a remind, like, I'm showing up, you show up too. I'm like, okay. Because, I'll be like, no, I'm sorry, I can't go no more.
No, yes, you can.
I got plans.
No, you don't.
Plans.
No. I think that what I bring to friendships is I can always be the friend that's going to pray for you. I will always pray for you. And I will always celebrate you. I will always gas you up. I will always celebrate your wins, small or big. You can always count on me to be that support and to celebrate you and gas you up like nobody else.
I love that. I feel like I'm the one that gasses up all the people around me.
Yeah,
and it's always like
you're
hard
huge. gasser.
But then
not gaslighter, but a gasser upper.
I'm like Pedora, yes.
Yeah.
No, but like you honestly, like I feel like, and maybe it's a Leo thing, I don't know, but like I really do feel like just the tiniest little thing that I do, like Marilyn will hype me up, and like it's something that I feel like I miss a lot from just everyday people in my life, like, and I'm always the one hyping people up because like it's just like, come on, dude, get on this vibe.
Yeah,
but then
you
like
need your hype person.
Yeah, and then like when Marilyn, like, in, you know, I always try to hype you guys up, so I'm always like, oh damn, hey cutie, you know, like but like it's always like really, at least for me, like it's just a little draining sometimes with like other friends where I feel like there's like a lot of gassing up and
they
like,
don't return it.
Oh yeah,
like,
it needs to it needs to be reciprocal.
Yeah, like, or they don't even like want to listen. It feels like it's just like, and I get it. We're all like in our own situation, but it's also, I feel like, not fair to be everybody's therapist.
It's not fair to be like always like the one that's giving, and you are such a giver.
Yeah.
You are,
and
you're a giver, you're
such
a cheerleader.
Exactly, because you're such a giver. You also need someone that's like gonna reciprocate that.
Yeah.
Someone that's gonna fill your cup.
Exactly.
I mean, you okay, girl?
This is Bam Bam.
This is Bam Bam.
Está ahogando.
No, tiene una tos, siempre se la pasa tosiendo.
Es que esta
viejita, yeah.
She sounds like an asthmatic old lady.
You know, like the
She got popcorn lungs.
Oh no.
She been vaping.
No, she don't. She don't have popcorn.
As I have like a really
terrible cough.
This is from it's been windy this week in the Bay Area, okay?
But yeah, anywho.
Cool.
That's why we need Maryland, because we're both older.
Yeah.
So we're,
And that's another thing I'll bring to friendships. I will keep it real with you, and I will. Sometimes it comes off as mean, but I never ever mean it. It's never coming from an ill place. It's always coming from a place of love. But I will tell you straight up.
Yeah.
You don't need this. You need that. You don't need this, or whatever. That's our first episode.
That's our first episode.
Thanks, folks.
Thanks for answering all the questions.
Yes.
And yeah, that's it for our first episode.
Yay! Thank you so much. Gracias for being here.
Yay! Send this to
your
your
amigas.
amigas.
XOXO.
Yes.
XOXO, your amigas.